You know, this look was a little questionable, but I think it works. Maybe. Hello, welcome to the channel. It's Liz, the girl with blue eyeshadow. Today we are going to be doing a tag video. It is going to be the influencer celebrity brand tag video. It was done by Smoky Glow and Tara Brooke like a while ago, but I still liked the idea of it, so I thought I would try it out. If that sounds interesting to you, you know, you should keep on watching. Yay! First things first, this was filmed a while ago, but then I realized my camera wasn't filming. It wasn't on. And that sucked, or it stopped, or I only got like 4 seconds of video. Then I tried filming another video. It also did the same thing. So I was like, it's a sign just not to film today. That was like last week. I haven't put anything out yet, like video wise. I just haven't felt editing. I didn't want to edit. So I thought, let me do a redo. Hopefully this all works. The memory in my phone right now should be okay. And hopefully I will hear it if it turns off. So bear with me. Hopefully this all works out. I am also, this look, I know it's a little crazy. It looked a lot worse when I first started out, and I was like, I'm gonna have to take this off. But I think it worked out. From the mirror that's behind the camera, it looks good. It could look bad on camera. We don't know. The robe, I don't know if this shirt is see-through, so that's why there's a robe on. That's, okay, housekeeping done. So, influencer, celebrity tag, what is this even called? Celebrity influencer beauty brands. That's what it's called. So, in general, the first question is what are your general thoughts on celebrity and beauty brands? I will say, in the beginning, I feel like the first celebrity brand that I remember, it was Kylie's Cosmetics. And I always had like a negative view of Kylie Cosmetics. I still don't really feel the need to buy from Kylie Cosmetics to give her my money. However, there has been other celebrity and influencer brands that I have liked. And like I'm even thinking of like older influencer brand, like not older, but you know, Laura Lee Beauty or Lunar Beauty, which I was like, I'm just not that into that. Now I'm like, oh, they're kind of, Lunar Beauty is pretty cool. I kind of like some of their stuff, but like I haven't tried any of their stuff. For celebrity brands, I'm looking at my collection right now. I think Rare Beauty. I really like Rare Beauty. Fenty Beauty. I think Kylie came out before Fenty, and I remember when Fenty came out, I was very interested in Fenty. I wanted a lip gloss, even though I didn't like wearing lip gloss at the time. And that was like my first like, oh, maybe I do like lip gloss, was the Fenty Glow lip gloss. So it depends. Sometimes I do think there is like too many of them, and I can kind of sometimes tell when they're like the celebrity is not into them or as dedicated into them. You know what does that make sense? Compared to others. So that's my thought. So brand that gives off the most cash grab vibes. I'm probably gonna go with I feel like this is said in like most of these videos. KKW Beauty and Kylie Cosmetics does give like a very cash. KKW I feel like the most, because I remember she came out with contour, and by then contour was kind of contour sticks, and by the time the contour came out, it was like she came out with the contour, no one was really doing contour, and the shade range wasn't really that good. You could kind of tell it was like, oh, Kylie did well, I'll probably do well. Probably that one. I'm trying to think if there's like another one that I can think of that I'm like, oh, cash grabby. Nikita Beauty. What is it? No, Dragon Beauty. I don't understand it. Though there's like no cohesion. There's nothing to it. Like there's a 6-pan eyeshadow palette. Ooh, and now they're coming out with a mascara. And I'm just like, oh, come on. I don't know. I'm just not the biggest fan of that. Those are like the two that pop into my head. Okay, next question is brand you own the most products from. I think I counted, and I think I've probably tried the most Fenty products, and I probably have the most Fenty products. Fenty sometimes, though, can be a little hit and miss with me. There's some stuff like I really do like their eyeliners I think are really good. And I think their lip glosses are decent, but I have tried other lip glosses that I enjoy more. Like this is the Tower 28 lip gloss, and I do really like this formula. But I'm always curious what Fenty comes out with. But probably right after that, I think it's Rare Beauty, because I have their foundation, And then there are two, maybe I don't. But Rare Beauty is like the one I'm like, oh, I'm into this. That and Huda Beauty are probably, Huda Beauty and Rare Beauty are probably tied because I have the foundation and like 2 palettes from Huda Beauty. Yeah. So, brand you haven't tried but still want to. Probably Lunar Beauty. I was really tempted by that Moon palette. What was it called? The Eclipse. It was like a neutrally with like pops of blue, and I was really into it. And their Strawberry Dream palette has gone on sale a couple times at Sephora, and I've been like, ooh, maybe I should, but I haven't bought it. I really like this kind of like thought that Manny MUA puts into the brand. I'm trying to think if there's any other brands. I'm trying to think of influencer brands. So Dominique Cosmetics had that one palette, their first one they ever released, which looks cute, but I don't think I really need it. But I've heard the formula is pretty decent. But yeah, other than that, Lunar Beauty is probably the number one that I would be like, oh, maybe I should buy this. Brand you would be more willing to try if the owner wasn't so problematic. Not really anymore because they haven't released anything that I like. But I remember early on when I didn't know anything about Jeffree Star, I thought that the Androgyny palette, that kind of had neutrals with cool, interesting pops of color. I really liked that palette. And I wasn't going to probably get it because it was so... His stuff is very expensive. But I remember thinking that was really cool. But I'm glad I never bought. Kim Kardashian's first palette... No, I think it was her second palette with Mario. That one I would really like because that blue looked gorgeous. I'm a sucker for blue eyeshadow, as you can see. They also had like a 90s matte palette that they came out with that was like kind of Versace inspired. I remember her promo shots were like they're very edited, but they looked very good. But I couldn't find any reviews on that palette, so I didn't even know if it was good. If I can find the palette, I'll try putting a picture because I thought it was an interesting color story. But then no. Brand with the most controversial launch. Oh, that has to go to Jaclyn Hill, doesn't it? Yeah, Hairy Lipstick. That was crazy. Because I remember being like, oh, maybe people are being kind of hard on Jaclyn. And and there was like full on stuff in there, like growing in there. I would have been so mad if I would have ordered those. But yeah. And that we really don't know what actually happened. Like, I think everyone got a refund, but we don't know what was in it. And, like, that would be disgusting. Gross. Would have thrown that out. People really like the formula, though. I think Samantha Ravindal and maybe even Teresa had still used theirs, but I'm like, not me, I couldn't. Brand that wouldn't have seen the success it had if it hadn't had a famous face behind it. Definitely Kylie and definitely Kim, I think. Yeah. I feel like if you take the face off of both Kylie and Kim, it's just like, oh, this is kind of boring. Kylie, at least with the lip kits, I can kind of get, but she had fake lips. Like, she had filler. So there was no way that lip kit was going to make my lips look like Kylie's. And then her eyeshadow palettes have never really interested me. Her complexion products have been so-so from what I see with reviews, but nothing that I've been like, oh, I need to get this. I heard the glosses are good, but I'm fine. Same with KKW. Like, nothing they release everything's quite boring, and I think if you took away KKW Beauty, it'd be like, oh, this is yawn. Okay, so brand that doesn't rely on its owner for success. I'd probably say Fenty, because I feel like I'm interested, like, just by their Instagram page. I'm really into what they're doing, and like even with their, like, when Rihanna isn't even in like the promos, I'm usually pretty interested. That and Flower Beauty. I have a lipstick by Flower Beauty by Drew Barrymore, and I don't really even like consider it like, oh, it's her brand. I'm just like, oh, it's Flower Beauty. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like if I don't necessarily connect it with Drew Barrymore, so I think those two brands are the ones that like pop into my mind. Brand that surprisingly doesn't align with its owner's persona / aesthetic. I'm gonna go with what would I go with? I want to go with House Labs because I remember when they came out with those liquid eyeshadows, I was just like, no. I've learned my lesson with liquid eyeshadows. I don't like them on my eye. Cream, okay. Putty, okay. Liquid, just it bothers my eyes. They don't stay on my eyes. I don't know how to manipulate them correctly for them to work. I just no. And it's always kind of like boring. Like when I think of Lady Gaga, I think of like her eyeliner and her makeup. I do think of her makeup, and just like it's not as creative. Like I wish there was more like graphic liner. I wish there was like more how to do graphic liner. Like I have a graphic liner, or not, I have cake liners, by Midas Cosmetics, and I wish like she would do something like similar. Maybe just like one little pot, because I feel like graphic liner is hard to, or like cake liners are hard to find, like at the store. Like you have to usually go through indie brands to find a good cake liner. I think Anastasia had them, but I heard they smell like fish. So yeah, I remember Lady Gaga still just it just doesn't do much. The Stupid Love palette I kind of like, but I heard mixed reviews on it, and I'm just like, this is Gaga. I want more from this. I think who else is like, this does not. This is weird. This is. I was gonna say About Face, but I guess About Face does kind of match Halsey's aesthetic, though I feel like I see her bare face more often than. I know she does, like, for videos she'll do like crazy kind of makeup, but like otherwise I don't think I see her that. I'm very iffy about Face. I didn't hear that much about it. Alright, next question. Brands that deserves more hype. I guess Flower Beauty. I really do like that lipstick I do have from them, and I always hear good things about their like concealer and foundation, so their base products. I do wish they had like I think they have a decent range. I can't remember off the top of my head. I wish they had like a larger range in that, and then I also wish that it was more available, because I don't think it's at Ulta anymore, but you can get it. Where can you get it at? Walmart? I don't go to Walmart. Or when I do, I'm really looking at the. Or do I go to Walmart anymore? No, now that I'm not in college, I don't really go to Walmart anymore. I go to Myers. But yeah, I think Flower Beauty has some cute stuff. I always hear good things about their like blushes and stuff like that. I don't know if Huda is pretty like well rated, but I always like that foundation. I was like, oh, okay, Huda, I see what you did there. That was good. Brand that doesn't live up to the hype, probably Kylie. People went crazy for that Grinch collection. I'm just like, it's not that great, guys. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I mean, I guess it's like a greenish palette. It has the Grinch. But if you took off Kylie and the Grinch, you wouldn't be that into that palette. I don't know. I'm just iffy about it. What is one celebrity and or influencer you would love to see come out with their own beauty brand in the future? I'm trying to think of celebrities that I'm like, oh, I love their makeup. Zendaya. I feel like Zendaya would know what to do. Zendaya does good makeup on herself. And she was a cover girl, wasn't she, with James Charles? But yeah, I feel like Zendaya would know what to do. Like, she would come up with good stuff. So I'd say Zendaya. So that's it. We're done. I'm trying to think if I have any other thing. I don't know. Do you have like a favorite celebrity brand? I'd probably say I'm really into Rare Beauty right now. I really like their whole kind of messaging and concepts and everything. Fenty Beauty is kind of hit or miss with me. Like, they came out with their recent tinted moisturizer type deal, but I don't know if I'll pick it up because I already have the Kosas one that's kind of similar to that, I feel like. And I don't want to buy too much. I don't need any more stuff. But yeah, Rare Beauty is the one. Rare Beauty is pretty good. I feel like sometimes Huda comes up with good stuff. Though she came out with this like the turtle collection. I'm a little iffy about that. Whatever, but I'm trying to think of who else. Does Pat McGrath count as one? I should have put her in. All right. Anyway, thank you. Oh, lost my voice. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Hot plug if you want to listen to me more. I have a podcast with my friends called Let's Talk Pop Culture. I'll link it up here somewhere and below. So thank you for watching. Bye.